many times I've said this, but welcome back, and now we're back. We're back again. This time, will he actually start uploading? I don't know. Who will find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z? There's a lot of shit been happening. Too much stuff has been going on. Too much. You can see my glass of milk over there. That's fine. That's fine. Don't judge me for my milk babies. Welcome back to Benjamin's HD, and you're watching 2 Cents Tuesdays. It's gonna be a new segment. Every Tuesday, I'm gonna tell you my opinion, whether you want to hear it or not. You probably don't. I have nothing to say. I'm really dumb. First of all, just want to say hello. Yes, I did get new hair. Yes, I don't know about it either. I might cut it. I'm becoming frustrated. Tell me in the comments whether you think they need to go. Because apparently, when I went to the hair salon to get all this done, the guy's telling me that he has never in his life seen hair as tough as mine to lock. He literally said that it is much easier to go from completely straight hair, like as in freaking Angelina Jolie could probably lock her hair quicker than mine has. We've been trying to do this for like 3 months now, and it's not working, and it's not working, it's really not working, and it's getting frustrating. Sooner or later, I'm gonna give up, like in most things in my life. We're back, new season, boys, new season, new season. I'd like to thank our live studio audience right there, yes, yes. New season, yes, 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 yes. I'd like to thank our live band, yes. So, let's get right into the issues, So the first topic is one that is directly affecting me, and probably most of you watching right now. It is Please Must Fall. 2016. For recap, for those of you for some reason who are watching outside of South Africa or outside of Africa and have no idea what's happening, is currently students are protesting the fact that they have to pay such high fees to get a quality education in South Africa. Everyone feels like they're being failed by the state and their rights are being trampled on by not making it accessible for everyone who is eligible. What they're doing is just creating a whole division where only those who can afford can succeed, especially now in this climate where it's still a developing country, and to continuously only uplift rich people wouldn't really get you anywhere. Long story short, these need to fall for those who can afford them. And now there's a lot of shit happening. Oh my gosh, why am I talking about this? Of course, protests took place all over campuses. Varsities are now closed. Well, mine is closed now because we're on holiday. Currently, even this morning when I checked on the news, Vids is now full force. The huge protest going on campus. It's actually a travesty because of how militarized the campus is. There's students being shot, beaten, tear gas, etc. Yeah, it's kind of really in the mix right now. Really in the mix. I'm all for the protest, man. Harambe, man. Just really messing up with my 5-year plan, guys. Come on. Come on! Come on! Year 1, become international movie star. Year 2, become an engineer. Year 3, marry Emma Watson. Year 4, don't know yet. Year 5, it has something to do with space and Elon Musk and a tuxedo and lots of rope. Lots of rope. See, the biggest problem that I think has happened is there's this whole polarization of students now that have also been against the protests as well, which is, you can kind of see where people are coming from. Your family has been saving up all this money to send you to university. You're the first guy to go to university in your whole family. It's your chance to come home and bring bread. This is your final year. You're gonna go and work, gonna finally do something. And now this is all kind of being halted. You can kind of see where some anger is coming from, but at the same time, you got to think about the student who is unable at all to pay for university and is so deserving. They're in class every day. They try their hardest to study even though they sleep on campus. They have no money for food, or they literally have no parents or no support structure. All they literally have is a matric certificate and hope that someone will take them, and because they were told that university is how you succeed in life. We can't go and just disregard all these people who are suffering, which is not a little amount of people. This is a lot of people who are not able to afford varsity, and just say, you know what, that's how the world works. Because imagine if someone said that's how the world works during slavery. Imagine if someone said that's how the world works when women couldn't vote. Imagine the world was still the way it was back then, and when they charged you for sugar at restaurants, people just said, you know, that's how the world works. It might have not been, I'm just making that up, but imagine if it was. Huh? Imagine you had to pay for that candy roll. Huh, Stacy? How would that make you feel? And I know myself, I put 5 spoons of sugar in my tea. I'm a chubby. This whole division is also being caused by those who are taking part in the protest and now attacking and the most physically and verbally students who may be on the fence or maybe not sure why we're protesting. But what people need to remember is that ignorance isn't a crime. Before you watch this video, you probably didn't even know what it was, but doesn't mean I have the right to be angry at you. It can be solved the moment you go and you attack someone on being ignorant. It's going to help the situation. You need to engage with someone. You need to have dialogue with someone. The moment you hear someone say something bad or something not agreeing with you, is try to fight them. Who is winning there? All you're doing is validating their argument towards what they were thinking in the first place. The biggest problem that we are faced with when it comes to these protests is, where are the solutions? What are we going to do? Where's this money going to come from? People are so negative towards it that they're not even opening up their minds towards the idea of a free equality education because they don't see it possible in our current context. The only thing you can say is it's impossible, it's impossible. Well, think back before it was impossible for a man to run under 10 seconds. Before it was impossible for someone to be on the moon, which was a hoax. It was a hoax. We got you, Bush. We got you, Obama. People said it would have been impossible for a half black, half Chinese guy to be talking to you through a camera on the internet. Do you know how many laws I would have broken if I was born somewhere else? But if there's one thing that I guess we can all be in agreement with, is the violence. The violence needs to stop. Not only is it delegitimizing everything that the students are working towards, you're also at the same time burning down the institutions that you want to end up going to next year. Like, it doesn't really make sense. I can't afford to go to the United States. Doesn't mean I want to nuke them. Like, it doesn't make sense. We need to stop the violence. That's number one. We need to sit down and we, number one, need to be taken seriously by government institutions. We need to call them accountable for what they're doing, and we need them to finally engage with us in a constructive manner. Not just sit us down and tell us what we're gonna do. They actually need to engage with us. We're the youth. We're the future of this country, but we must do this peacefully. Martin Luther King said himself, darkness can't drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate can't drive out hate. Only love can do that, guys. We need to finally band together and realize that it's not us against each other. It's us against the past and what repercussions the past has on us, and we're trying to remedy that. And the same people who are gonna go and say, well, basically I pay for education, therefore I deserve, or I must, or I have the right to get it, at the same time, years later, would end up complaining about the unemployment rate, or why is the GDP going so low, or why crime rate so high, or why is there no one professionally trained in my field. But we need to realize that these problems are there because we're leaving out so many people so that the few of us can move forward. But lastly, final thoughts, guys. It's a very complicated situation. Actually, it's a bit too complicated. And as you know, I myself, I sit on the SRC, not really doing that good of a job. It's hard to align yourself with anyone because you have to represent all students. At the same time as there's someone who can't afford education, there's also someone whose family barely can. And if this year is thrown into ruin, that's his last chance. Everyone has a right to education. And by shutting down campuses for indefinitely, it will just crush that right for them to go to class, for them to learn, for them to better their own lives. But at the same time, there are people out there who are willing to do all these things, but because of the past and what it's shown now, they're not able to go. We can't keep this cycle of never-ending poverty just keep on going because that's how the world works. At the same time, we also have to look and see, hey, we can't afford not have any graduates this year, especially as a developing country. It's a very complicated situation. I don't have a solution for it. I won't lie to you. I don't, maybe you do. Maybe you have a good, better idea. But I know for a fact the only way we can get a solution is if we finally sit down across from the table from those in charge and discuss and plot a way forward instead of putting our pride and our arrogance and our anger in the way. I don't know. Those are my 2 cents. You guys need to watch what you say on Facebook and man, because that you guys, some of you guys are raw, man. Damn. Okay, what else is in the news? Damn, that was a depressing one. Let's look at the US election. Let's look at the US election. Let's look at some real up places. How the did we get here, guys? How in the did we get here? It doesn't even make sense. This is someone who's literally defrauding his own government while running for the highest position in government. It literally doesn't make sense. Are people blind? Can people not see that this is someone completely corrupt from the core? Someone who just say anything to rile up people? I really don't know anymore. It's really confusing these days for me to actually understand anything. And nothing's funny because everything's serious! Ah! And I'm not saying that Hillary Clinton is a saint either. Like, she is definitely coming from the big money in Wall Street, and she has all these backers, and she has a shady past, and her foundation also doesn't really have clear lines of interest, and she's clearly been abusing power. When it comes between choosing a rock and a hard place, it's rather I let a rock hit me straight in the face. Straight in the face, I'll deal with it, I'll heal. After a while, I'll heal up, I'll be good. Then I'll take a 2 chainsaws to the legs, mate. I know you can give me some cyborg legs, but no one can replace my calf muscles because they're delicious. Look how big they are. Look at them. Look at those mother genetics. I'm Chinese. But anyway, y'all is I don't even know her anymore, man. School's out forever. Is it kind of dropping out if the university drops out before you do? And just to remember, protest isn't supposed to be fun and friendly. Protest is supposed to get in your face, supposed to be ugly, but there's a difference between disturbing the peace and violence. I don't know. That's my 2 cents. I don't know what I'm talking about most of the time. If you want, you can dislike this video. Go ahead, do it. I don't really care. I care so much. Peace out, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, I said like and subscribe.